ब्रह्मचर्य व्रती दंडी सर्ववेदांत पंडित श्रीमद्विवेक योगी मां प्रचोदयतु सर्वदा. We have seen how passing through the different stages of the Ashtanga Yoga, Rajayoga, what is the net result? We get more and more control over ourselves. A man who has control over his mind and senses is really a master. So, when by the previous preparations it becomes strong and controlled and has the power of finer perception, now it is time for us to give to the mind different types of food. What is the food we have to give? Some very fine sentiments, fine thoughts. So, we don't have anything with us of that condition. So that step whereby the fully trained mind goes into total contemplation, that is called Samadhi. That meditation, probably, we can start with some gross subjects, maybe an idol, maybe a mantra, maybe a thought, and then slowly we have to raise it to finer and finer perceptions until it becomes objectless. The salt doll takes step by step, finally it jumps into the ocean to become one with it. Most of you must have heard how the Guru Totapuri took Sri Ramakrishna into this state of Nirvikalpa Samadhi, where there is nothing except the pure ultimate truth. So, he was training him to go into Samadhi. But Sri Ramakrishna was so much occupied with the adoration of the Mother of the Universe. At a stage he said, "No, I cannot go beyond this thought. I can't go beyond Mother. Mother is everything for me." Totapuri gets very angry. "What rubbish? Cut off the image of your mother and go ahead." Sri Ramakrishna said, "No, I can't." Then he picks up some spatika, something which was there, and a glass piece, I think, and he presses it on Sri Ramakrishna's between the eyebrows. And it was a terrible pain. In that pain, he could take his mind up to the ultimate in Samadhi, Nirvikalpa Samadhi. And this Guru, he was not used to such a student as Sri Ramakrishna. He thought, who can stay in Samadhi? Maybe 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, maximum 24 hours. 1 day passed, 2 days passed, 3rd day, there is no breathing at all in that body. Still like anything, like a dead body, it is sitting there. Only thing is, there is a halo of light around him. By that time, Sri Ramakrishna's people got worried, including Mathur Babu. Mathur Babu said, "What is it? You are going to kill my Guru. What is it you are doing?" He got so angry. And Totapuri himself became very agitated. So finally he tried his best, chanting this mantra, that mantra, Om, everything. Finally, Sri Ramakrishna came back from Samadhi. With a great sigh of relief, they brought him back to the normal. So all that is, of course, highly impossible for any one of us to think even. But this is only to show how in an absolutely purified mind, which has no worldly attachments or ideas or desires, how it merges into the supreme bliss of the oneness of the truth. And that is what happened in Sri Ramakrishna's case. So the meditation may start with the gross objects, but finally it becomes objectless. So the mind should be first employed in discerning our finer sensations, and then slowly get rid of the external sensations, concentrate on the internal, and finally even the sensations stops. So such a person, Swamiji says, is an embodiment of not only knowledge but of great power. Great power comes to him. The yogi will acquire the knowledge of everything, as every sensible object and every thought is a result of this reaction. Then will he have seen the very foundations of his mind, and his mind will be under his perfect control. Then it is at that time the siddhis start coming, almost tempting the yogi to deviate from his path. Different siddhis will come, and Sri Ramakrishna always warned his disciples, never be tempted. And we find this in Buddha's, when we read Sri Buddha's meditation, the final meditation. So many different types of temptations came, good and bad, and even terrific forms and all appeared. But he stuck on to his meditative pose, meditative contemplation. So finally they all disappeared, and he raised himself to that utmost level of nirvana, what he called as nirvana later. So after describing this dharana, dhyana, so the steps leading to the samadhi we can call as dhyana and then samadhi. And Swamiji says, this samadhi. Why samadhi? Samadhi is the one which takes us to the doorstep of discovering the ultimate truth within us. So Swamiji says, samadhi is the property of every human being. Just as during Independence Day we said, Swaraj is our birthright. Swamiji says, this samadhi is a birthright of every being. Only thing is we have to put the effort to reach it. He says, from the lowest animal to the highest angel, sometime or other, each one will have to come to that state, and then alone will religion begin. So what we call religion, mata, starts only when you go deep into yourself and find the foundation of our faith, foundation of our being, foundation of the truth of our existence, foundation of the truth of who I am. We started, is there an Atma? Is there a God? Is there an all-pervading power? We don't know the answer now. But the minute we touch this foundation, that everything will become clear to us. And then alone will religion be true to him. There is no difference now between us and those who have no religion, because we have no experience. We are all just like a herd of cows going, because we have no personal experience. Each one of the steps to attain samadhi has been reasoned out properly. What is India's contribution? We have seen earlier, let us not forget, in all other religions, the great prophets, the great teachers must have stumbled upon this knowledge once or twice or thrice, but they did not develop a technology, a study of the mind by which each and every being can claim it as their birthright. It was not possible for them. Each one of the steps to attain samadhi has been reasoned out, properly adjusted, scientifically organized, and when faithfully practiced, will surely lead us to the desired end. What happens then? Then will all sorrows cease, all miseries vanish, the seeds for actions will be burned, and the soul will be free forever. It is only such a free soul, like our Swami Vivekananda, who could stand before an audience in America and condense all this knowledge into those 5 beautiful expressions, sisters and brothers of America, thus igniting their jijnasa to know more, why he alone among the preachers there could utter these words which were like a direct communication with the soul of each and every one there.